I'm back. Sorry, I've been gone for a while. I've been kind of busy with work and personal life stuff and going through some changes in my personal life. So, yeah, now I'm back because I have too much positivity going on. I feel like being negative again. It's just been a while since I rant about anything, so I just felt bored. And now I want to complain again because, I've just been too optimistic throughout my personal life and I feel like I need a place to vent out and be pessimistic again, like finding the right balance. But yeah, recently I've been playing a game called Clair Obscure. It's a turn based game that actually requires some mechanical skill, not like Final Fantasy where you pick a choice and then it uses an attack. Simple enough, right? Clair Obscure actually takes some level of acumen, some level of speed, reaction speed, which is kind of unheard of, but it's a good touch to the game, and it won the Video Game Award, 8 of them. However, they lost one of the awards, which is the Indie Game Award of the Year, because they used AI. I don't get the idea with people hating AI. Why do people hate AI? It's obviously a superior tool. Sure, it's not made by humans, but if AI can do a job better than a human can, why would you want to not do that? The crazy thing about AI is it's invented because it's better than humans. I know a lot of YouTube channels are using AI videos as fillers when they do commentary. And I know I think about doing it myself too, because, well, why pay someone hundreds or maybe thousands of dollars per a month to get subscription to a bunch of shitty video clips when you could just generate your own for about $24 a month? It just makes more sense. Oh, even less than that. I think it's $10. It just makes more sense because AI is very cheap compared to paying a person to do something. For example, what's that thing called where they write emails or write a bunch of description for a product? It costs like $10 a month for writing. Like you could write 3,000 words, like pretty decent quality content for $10 a month versus paying a writer or a copywriter for like 50 cents per word, which is absurd. Who the hell will pay for that when you have something significantly cheaper that can generate thousands of dollars worth of work in just a minute? People are so scared of AI because it's replacing their jobs. And well, I mean, that's on you. Why do you have a job that could be replaced by AI? AI has been coming up since 2016, I think, but people just ignored it because they thought, oh, I have good job security. I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm gonna just sit back, relax, and enjoy the paycheck and not need to develop any new skills for the future because, well, they're lazy, honestly. Now people are hating AI because they're afraid of AI replacing their jobs. And there's this whole movement about banning AI use in companies or just in general, because it's not just companies, right? Outside of corporate world, like contract jobs or marketing, it's all being done by AI. Like no one's going out to Fiverr to hire someone because AI can do the same job for significantly less. So people want to ban, and people that need these kinds of services will have to pay more money. Personally, I think it's kind of selfish to have someone pay more just to keep their job. Why should someone pay more to keep your job? If your job could be replaced by AI, I don't think it's a good job. Like lately, I've been hearing about Amazon replacing their logistics system with robots. And workers are complaining about it because, oh, they're not going to have a job anymore. Well, whose fault is that? Why would a company hire a person that cost 5 to 10 times more when they just pay to make a robot that can, do the job for way less? And also, with my personal experience, when I go to McDonald's, The bitch that takes my order always fucks up my order. But whenever I go to a kiosk to take my order, no more mistakes. I never had to deal with like 2 missing fries or 2 missing burgers because a robot with 0 error took my order and no mistakes. What's the charm in having a human do McDonald's work, right? What's the charm with having people make a mistake with your order? I don't get it. Why would people want AI that makes little to no mistake versus a human that makes some common mistakes? I like the good consistency. I don't really enjoy bad consistency. And also it costs more too. So why are people so butthurt about AI? And now you have people in video games complaining about using AI in video games. I mean, just looking at Clair Obscure or Expedition 33, they used AI and no one knew. No one had an idea. It was just a great game, and people thought it was a great game until they realized it was made partially by AI. Very little, but no one even noticed. They just thought, oh wow, this game is perfect. That goes to show that AI is effective at doing its job, and people are just butthurt because it's AI and it's this evil that terrorizes like content creation. I do wish that people would actually use their deep thinking skills instead of just hating on something because it's a popular opinion. You see, AI, they don't go on strikes. They don't take days off. They work 7 days a week. And all you have to do is to pay a little more electricity. It's so sad to see Clair Obscure or Expedition 33 get disqualified or have their indie game award revoked just because the director said that they used AI for the art concept in their video game. That just tells me that in the gaming industry, they don't want AI as well because it can replace their job. It just sets that sentiment with the whole the whole video game community. Now people are afraid of losing their job, so let's stop AI from being developed. Let's start this whole movement where AI cannot be used until I retire. Yeah, the world will totally wait for you to retire, then they will start using new technology. Not happening. It ain't ever gonna happen. You're not important enough for people to wait for you to retire until we can start using AI. We're gonna use AI now and we're gonna replace your job. Cry about it. The video game awards fail with this way of thinking that AI is this all evil software that's gonna take over the world. I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna take over the world because realistically humans are inferior to AI. But, it's just better technology, right? Like when we found out that cars can move faster than humans, did we say, no, stop, let's not do this, it's superior to us, we gotta stop making cars? Does that make any sense? And when taxi drivers are getting replaced by Uber drivers and taxi drivers are losing their job, did we start banning Uber drivers? No. Uber drivers are superior. We can actually hold them accountable if they provide a shitty service or if they're being a creep. We can give them a bad review and increase the safety of society. Just like AI with driving, AI is significantly safer than humans when it comes to driving, but they have a little snafu and all of a sudden AI is all evil. So, final message, video game awards, you guys failed for having the rule of not being able to use AI for your indie game award. I think that's pretty stinky. Clair Obscure totally deserved that indie game award. They took 6 years to develop it. It was a small team of 33 people, hence Expedition 33. And they did a great job as an indie game. And I think they're still the best indie game of 2024, 2025, and probably 2026 as well, looking at how things are going with people's hatred for AI.